Hello and welcome. In this video we will talk about subscription services. So first let's start by going into services and overview. Here we will hit create service button in the top right corner. Subscription services are used to create recurring services, so you can sell different packages, different billing types. You can choose between weekly, monthly, quarterly or yearly billing cycles. So if you need to sell a service that is not a one-off but a recurring one, this is the way to go. So let's first start by selecting a name. I will give it a name of test subscription service, and we will choose a default billing cycle. So the default billing cycle is used for showing the percentage discount. So here I have an example of an already created subscription service, and as you can see here we display an information how much the user will save based on the default billing cycle. So if we here choose monthly and check the show percentage discount box, then we will display such saving information. When we go to monthly, we don't have this information because this is the default billing cycle. Okay, let's go back. Packages are tiers of your subscription service. So think of them as, for example, with Zendo, when we go to zendo.io/pricing, you will see shortly that we have a few tiers. So for example, there is the starter plan, the free plan, there is the pro plan and the max plan. Each one of them comes with a different set of features. The same can be replicated with our subscription service. So those would be packages. So here we can specify as many packages as we like. Each one of them can have a different billing cycle, even different billing cycles, so they don't have to support the same billing cycles across the packages. So you can have one package that is only available on yearly subscription and the other one that is only available on monthly subscription. Of course, most common use is to have the same billing cycles across all the packages, and this is what we will do here as an example, but you can play around with it as you like. So we can name the package, let's call it basic. As you can see, the name updates also here. You can duplicate the package. If you have very similar options, then it is much quicker to just duplicate an existing package than to create one from scratch. You can add, as I said, as many as you like. So after name, there is a description. As you can see on the screenshot to the right is displayed below the price. So I have prepared some dummy content about the lorem ipsum. Okay, let's make something different, bold. It's always better for styling. Okay, the next option is free trial. So when we enable it, you can choose how many days the free trial will be available for in this package. Basically, the amount that is owed by the customer will be collected after this number of days. So if you, for example, check 7 days, the package will be available to the client for 7 days for free, and afterwards we will collect the payment. Let's leave it at 14 days. The next one is package highlight. So the package highlight is the ribbon at the top. So as you can see here, this is the ribbon, and we can specify the text. So let's maybe not specify it for this one because this is the basic package. We want to highlight a higher tier, and we can also add the accent color if we want. So it will take the accent color from our platform and add it to the ribbon and the border across. And the last option is enable pausing subscription. So what this means is that you will be able to pause the subscription. And also when this is enabled, because this only allows your operators of the platform to pause the subscription, if you check enable pausing for clients, this will allow your clients to pause subscriptions themselves. We talked to many subscription businesses how the pause should work, and this is what the most common use case was. So when you pause a subscription, it is basically frozen, so the customer cannot access the subscription no more, and it is frozen in time. So when you resume it, and for example, the customer started on the 1st of the month and paused it on the 15th, so there is still 15 days left in the subscription. So when you resume it at the end of the month, they will still have 15 days remaining of the subscription, and it will resume after this period of time has passed. So it works differently than the default Stripe subscription, because Stripe supports also pausing of a subscription, but it works completely differently. This is the way that most of the companies do the pausing feature. What this allows is when your customer buys a subscription from you for your services, they feel safe that they can pause it any time they want. Of course, most of your customers won't use this feature, but it gives them the peace of mind that if they don't have any work that they can give to you, then they can pause the subscription and they won't be paying you for sitting around. So this is a great marketing lever that you can do to make your clients feel safe with you. This was tested by a lot of companies. One of the first to introduce this, as far as I know, is Brett from DesignJoy, and he has been using it and has been a huge advocate for giving his clients the ability to pause the subscription anytime they want. Okay, so for now we will leave it as is. Next is the billing cycle. So as I said previously, you can select as many billing cycles as you like. For this example, I will just use monthly and yearly as a standard. So we will charge, let's say, 99 per month and 999 per year, so 2 months for free. You can also enable sale price. It works in a way that it gives you a separate field for the sale price. We won't use it for now. The next option is request limits. So you can limit a number of requests the customer can submit within a given subscription, within the given package of a subscription even. So if you want to dig deeper into the topic, I suggest to watch the workflow videos that I did previously. I will explain now how this works, but the workflow videos will give you much more detail. So you have different limits to choose from. As you can see, there are 3 basic limits, and you can also choose the duration of the limit. So we will here choose monthly because we think of this example subscription as a monthly based subscription. So we can limit the max number of completed requests. What this tells us is that, for example, if we here say 2, this will mean that we can only complete 2 requests per month for this client. So how those completed requests are counted? First, you need to understand that once a client have an active subscription, they are able to submit requests within that subscription. So they will be assigned as a request from this subscription. To explain this in more detail, we need to switch to requests. Here I have a Kanban board view of unlimited request subscription workflow, and the Kanban is divided. Each column is one of the statuses available for this service. So if we go to services workflow, as you can see here, the unlimited request subscription workflow has 4 statuses. Those statuses are divided into 3 buckets, 3 groups: pending, active, and completed. And if any of the requests from a client has a status approved, because it is in a bucket called completed, it will count toward our limit of completed requests. So of course I can here have more statuses within that bucket. Here I have only approved, but I could have, for example, approved, not approved, or done. If any of those statuses were set from this group, the request itself would be counted toward that limit. So let's for now delete this limit, and here we have max number of concurrent active requests. So what concurrent means is at the same time. So this is also counted based on our buckets of statuses, but here we have two. We have in progress and awaiting approval. So when something is awaiting approval, it still is treated as an active request. So any of those requests from Thomas Anderson, because he has here two requests within the active group, would be counted towards this limit. So if we specify this as 2, this would mean that Thomas Anderson cannot have any more active requests because he has already 2 in the active bucket. And the last limit is total concurrent requests. By total we mean pending and active. So pending requests are the first group. This limit is for limiting the number of items in the backlog that the customer can submit, because sometimes customers go wild with the number of requests they submit. So pretty much you can limit the number of pending and active requests. So if we limit this to, for example, 12, this means that they can have 2 within the active group and 10 in the backlog, because 12 minus 2 from the concurrent active request is 10. So this would limit the backlog to 10 items. In the workspace settings, you can also specify if the customer can change statuses on their own. In this flow, what this would do is allow customers to, for example, rearrange the tickets. So you know that the request at the top is always their top priority. Of course, here for this example, we see requests from different customers, so they would see only theirs. So to better show you what I mean, I will filter by customer. So because I'm an agent, I see all the customers and all their tickets from this workflow, but now we see only tickets from Thomas Anderson. So if I was him and this feature was enabled that he can change the statuses, for example, when a request is awaiting approval, he would be able to drag it that it is approved. Also, of course, he would be able to click it and go inside the request and, for example, change the status here. The other thing that he might do, and would be beneficial for probably both of you, is that he could rearrange the requests within the backlog. So before you start your work, he could drag one of those to the top, which would give you a sense that it has a higher priority. So I hope this gives you an overview of the request limits. If you need to learn more, please watch my workflow videos. I explain this also there. So the last section is similar to any other service, and those are the financial settings. So you have all the basics, and as I explained previously. So let's create some more packages. So we will duplicate the basic, call it, let's say, Pro. We will give it a highlight of most popular, of course. We want people to buy this one. We will increase the pricing by 100. Okay. Let's double the limit of requests here. And we will add the last one, which, oh, sorry, I wanted to duplicate this one. We will call it Ultra. Okay, let's maybe add some different copy. I forgot about this. So let's do something shorter. Okay. Okay, let's leave it at that. Let's disable the package highlight. Yes, you can pause. And here we would give it some crazy price tag of 999. Okay, and let's do 12 and no limit in the backlog. Okay, so this will be all in terms of our packages. Let's go to the order page. So the order page is similar to other services. I went over those settings multiple times. So let's just set all the necessary settings. So let's disable this service in a service catalog. For now, let's upload an image. Let's give it some description. Okay, I will choose the longer one. Let's maybe add it to the service catalog. It will be easier now to just do this while we are here. The order form is treated a little bit differently because it is a subscription service. We have two order forms. So the first one is used when somebody buys the subscription itself. So if you want to collect any additional information during the purchase, you would use this order form because it is for ordering. By default, it is disabled, and I will leave it as disabled. Next kind of order form is in the next tab. So it is subscription requests tab. And here is where we choose a workflow, also an image and a description, and we have a request submission form. Here is why the subscription service has two order forms, because the first one, as I said previously, is used for ordering the service itself, the subscription itself. But the second one is for ordering, submitting requests within that subscription. So if you sell, for example, an unlimited design service where people can submit unlimited number of design requests to you, then they would use this form to submit those. So here also you can upload an image, you can give it a description, because each time they submit a request within this subscription, they would use form that looks like this. So they have the title, image with the description, package summary that they purchased, and also we display their limits if they are set. So for example, how many requests they have used this month towards their limit, or how many concurrent requests they have already in the pipeline, stuff like that. So here I will use the default form, so it just has a title, description, and a file, a field to upload, and we can now save our new subscription. What I will do is go to the service catalog also and put this service at the top. So now when we go to order, we will see it here. So you might be thinking why we are displaying here starting at $83.25 a month, where we set in our basic package the price of $99. Is because based on the default billing cycle, it is counting the lowest price. So within a yearly billing, the price per month would be $83.25. Here, as you can see, we have our image, description, our free packages, and we can choose also the billing. The billing is also displayed within the default billing cycle. So the cycle that we choose here. So if I didn't show the percentage discount, this will be hidden. So it is much easier for clients to compare prices with this way of showing pricing. Okay, let's go back to the service catalog. And let's switch to client account. So of course I need to go to the incognito tab because I am logged in as an operator of the platform. Okay, so here we are logged in as a client, as you can see by the blue sidebar. So let's select the monthly pro package. Here you can see the service description and an image and our package details. The invoice details are already pre-filled because I already completed them in my profile. I can of course edit them here. We'll use Stripe and proceed to payment. So I will be redirected to the standard Stripe page. I'm in the sandbox environment, so I will give the test card details. Okay, month 11, 26, 1, 2, 3, Cuba guy, Poland. Okay, start trial. As you can see, my subscription is labeled as trial. I will pay $1.99 per month and I can submit requests within this subscription. Let's see how this looks. Okay, so I need to give it a title. Let's say logo design, because this is a design subscription. I will copy some dummy text. Let's submit a request. Okay, so here is my request. Now let's switch to our operator account. As you can see here, we have a filter applied to just show requests from this service. This is a new service, so we have just one request. So of course I can drag it. The customer can also submit a request through this button, submit request, and here choose a service. So because he has only purchased the test subscription service, he can either submit a request as a test subscription service, so within that subscription, or he can choose general inquiry because this is a free service. So this gives me the same form as this field here. Here I just don't have to select a service because it knows it's regarding the subscription. So I can manage the subscription also as a client here. So I can create a request, change payment method, cancel subscription, update the name, or go to requests that I submitted within that subscription. So this is everything you need to know about subscription services. If you have any questions, please post them below. Otherwise, thank you for watching and see you guys in the next one. Cheers!